Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to append multiple text files into a WordCruncher book. So here I have my sample of 13 eBond stories that I want to put into a WordCruncher book. And so I'm going to just open up the indexer. It's actually really simple, and go to index. Now the important part is to change your default. It's probably going to say all files. Change it to text files. That lets the indexer know that if you select multiple text files, that you may want to put it into an appended file. And so I'm going to select all of them and click open. Now you wouldn't see this normally, but because I selected the text file option, it's going to ask me, would you like to append the output to the same file? I do. And then it's going to ask me, do I want to use the same settings for each file? In this case, I do. And if this is probably what you'll want to use, especially if you have hundreds or if not thousands of text files that you want to index all together. And then it's going to ask me for the encoding and the system language. And so eBond doesn't have any support, but I am going to pick a language very similar to it called Malayu, Bahasa Melayu. And most of the time, you're going to be using UTF-8. If you're unsure though, one really good app for that to check to make sure is called Notepad++. And that's the text editor that I use instead of just Notepad. And down here at the bottom, it tells you which encoding it is in. And just like normal, it's in UTF-8. And so then I can go click finish. And then once it's done, it will have these two files in it, the appended output etax file and the appended output etbu file. The etbu is what you can add into WordCruncher, and the etax file is a text editable version of the same thing. If you wanted to change anything at this point, then you could go to the etax file and then re-index the etax file rather than going back to the text file and re-indexing those. So this is what you can work with now. For example, if you don't like something, maybe you want to make something bold, or you want to add attributes, say I want to analyze this based on the gender, then I could go through each article and add which gender these stories were written by. Okay, so that's the etax file. I'm now going to go into WordCruncher and add that and just show you what it looks like. And so I need to be in my user library, and I'll just put it in my bookshelf, and I'll click add book and put in my appended output. And I'm just going to say eBond stories as my description of my book, and I'm going to open it up. And as you can see, it has a table of contents already in it, which allows you to compare and analyze things based on specific books if you want. Just based on the text file name that it has, it automatically gives a different number to it if that's what you did. And so let's say, for example, if I wanted to get rid of that, I could then go into Notepad++ and change it. So right here, it's in this little tag called an R tag. This is the reference code, and I can get rid of those if I'd like. And then I could re-index this file, the appended output file, if I'd like. But that's how you put together multiple text files into an etax and a WordCruncher book so that you can easily be able to compare your text files without having to do a lot of extra work. Thanks for watching.